How's it going? Jason Scott here, Education Program at the University of Texas at Tyler. I'm going to demonstrate again how technology can be used to enhance students' learning experiences. In this video, I'm going to show you how the Geoboards app by the Math Learning Center can be used to show with geometric figures how transformations can take place. So if you look on my right screen here, you're going to see loaded up something here by mathisfun.com, something simple so you can see as I do what a rotation, reflection, and translation are. Those are the three types of transformations. Kids mostly know them as turn, flip, slide. We want them to have that mathematical language, but this does help them. And I'm going to show you what this looks like using this app. Now with this app I've shown you before, but if you haven't seen it before, this is the Geoboards app. You take a rubber band, you place it anywhere, you can manipulate it, move it. It'll tell you where it can't be put and where it can be put. You can see it there. So there is one figure, for example. Now, in the top right screen, I'm going to hit delete on the bottom right, by the way. Top right screen up here, you're going to see a slide. And I'm going to touch that slide, and I'm going to slide it, and it gives you a bigger board. And this is what we're going to use to demonstrate this. I'm going to draw kind of like a graph here. Let's see. Let's do purple. Why not? Bingo. Okay, now I'm going to draw just a simple triangle like they have in this over here. Da 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 da. Okay, perfect. Actually, let's make it a little bit bigger. How about that? Okay, maybe not that big. Perfect. Now, the first one I'm going to demonstrate is a rotation. A rotation is a turn of the figure that moves on one point. So the point that's on this axis here, I'm going to rotate the figure once. And I'm going to show you with a different color rubber band what that would look like. So for example, yellow, I'm turning it on that point there, and I am rotating it, let's say, clockwise. So I move it over here, and let's see, that's 1, 2. Okay, so if you look, I move everything over, and it's still, you have your basis here, that's 1. Oh, I'm sorry, you should, okay. So that's 1, that's 1, that's 2, this is 2, and that goes there. So we can continue rotating it, and I'll show you using different colors. Let's see, so I now need to when you click on it, you can click just right there in the middle, and it will continue to take you. I'm going to use one more color here. Whoops. Okay. So there's an example of a rotation. Now, to delete a rubber band, all you have to do is make sure it's highlighted. So I want to highlight that orange one. I press delete. It's deleted. Let's take that green one, delete that. There it is. Okay, I'm going to stick with that original red one, and now I'm going to show you what a reflection looks like. A reflection flips the figure over a line to make a mirrored image of that figure. So as you can see in this example over here, it just flips it. And so this one here, I'm going to use red just to demonstrate what it should look like. Notice how I had to play around with it. And that's a good thing about this app is not only can you bring in another board, a larger board, and it stays, kids can manipulate it freely, so it can allow them the opportunity to adjust on the fly. They can see their example against, or you can do examples and non-examples. A teacher can utilize that here. They can take the iPads, put it under a dot cam. They can show each iPad on the, if it's one-to-one technology, they can show each iPad up on the monitor with an app like this called Reflector, which is what I'm using. Let's make this a bigger object. Let's say over here. Now we have to count. We have to do some counting here. So for example, using my mouse on this screen, it's 1, well, I know I need to go to the top there. And I go to the top, then it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Reflection means just like when you're looking at yourself in the mirror, I need to be able to reflect exactly what it looks like. Now I need to I just basically moved it around and so that I can end up. Now let's look at this. Again, like I said, it looks the same. Now let's test it. So this point here is 1, 2, 3 points over. Let's count. 1, 2, 3. Is that correct? No, it's not. Sure, this looks right, and it is. Well, let's count that, because I don't know if this is in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So yeah, that is correct. This is in the middle. But we looked at this. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Not correct. On my iPad, I'm taking and I'm dragging 2 over. Now I need to kind of just release that. Voila. Now you can see 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I actually don't have a vertex there, which is a point on a geometric figure, but you can see that it does cross through that axis. It does cross through that line, and you can count them to check your work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And as it continues, this is a reflection. The last thing I want to show you is what a translation would look like, and it's basically a slide. It's a slide that moves a figure either horizontally, vertically, or diagonally from one location to another along a straight line, and that's an important thing to remember. So I'm going to take a figure here, and let's just say, boom, it's a triangle. Okay, I'm going to slide it horizontally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points over. So I'm going to, again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That may be hard to see. Let me make one of these a different color. Let's say orange. Okay, let's delete that. Let's try that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bingo. Okay, so now I need to take this and I need to make my new geometric figure. As you can tell, I'm just going to click on this red rubber band right here, and I'm going to click this fill button, which fills the color to red. Again, I'm going to do the same thing on this one, and I'm going to hit the fill button over there as well. So boom. So this was a slide horizontally. I can take these and delete them just by clicking on it, making sure it's highlighted at both vertices. Delete, boom, there you go. This is what a translation would look like with 2 triangles. To show you one more example, I'm going to delete those. And I'm going to show you, let's try a goofy one. Let's go over here. Yeah, that's goofy enough, why not? Okay, let's move it, let's say diagonally this time. So 1, 2, 3. So that's, let's see, 1, 2, 3. I'm just using this as a guide. Notice I'm going to move these end pieces 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 down over. And then in the upper grades, they can talk about using coordinates and bringing that in. For this purpose, I'm just going to go ahead and show how these were the widths. I come up here, nope, that was the purple one. This is the orange, whoops. So you have to be very meticulous when working with it. Boom, there we go. I use the red as a guide, and now I have a translation that moved diagonally. Thanks again, this is Jason Scott, UT Tyler, using the Geoboard app to show transformations in geometric figures. Thanks.